Join us as we set out with our two intrepid travelers, David and Sophie, as they visit the islands of Maui and Lanai. Here we go!
Thanks, Sarah. It's going to be a great trip.
Sophie and David stayed at the Kihei Bay Surf located across from the Humpback Whale Sanctuary Visitor Center.
As you can imagine, there's lots of places to stay on Maui, but Sophie and I would highly recommend the Kihei Bay Surf, and staying across from the whale sanctuary was a plus.
The sanctuary is also home to the Hawaiian green sea turtle, which can also be seen around the island.
We saw turtles all around Maui, and later in our trip, we actually had a chance to swim with some of them. These gentle creatures seem to enjoy nothing quite as much as basking in the sun on a beautiful tropical beach.
One of the must-sees on Maui is the road to Hana along the magnificent coast.
We took an excursion on this one and left the driving to somebody else. But driving the Hana Highway is really a trip you have to take.
$120.
The whole grill is good.
How many do you sell in a day?
120.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Or more, you know.
heart pigs.
Looking for a Coors Light, so that's
With the water looking so enticing, next up for our dynamic duo was a snorkeling trip out to the Molokini crater.
If you pull it too tight, it actually breaks the seal. It will also give you what we call a whale hickey.
Snorkeling at the Molokini crater was a lot of fun, and it was here that we did get to swim with the green sea turtles.
After getting wet at Molokini, how about we dry out and gain some elevation? Some folks go at sunrise, some at sunset, but either way the view from Haleakala is incredible. And they aren't joking when they say to dress warmly. It's cold at the top.
Sarah's not kidding. Even with a jacket and a sweater, it was chilly. But the views were outstanding, and the sunset is one that we'll remember a long time.
After watching the gorgeous sunset, Sophie and David caught the next day's early morning ferry from Maui to the island of Lanai.
Well, there's some yachts for you. The first one I've seen on the trip.
On Lanai, Sophie and David took a guided 4x4 excursion to see the sights. The island of Lanai, known as the Pineapple Island, is semi-arid and only has a population of 3,400 compared to Maui, which has 168,000. While Lanai may be semi-arid, the Lanai Four Seasons Resort is nothing but a tropical paradise. And according to David, lunch wasn't bad either.
For Sophie, Lanai was a must-see, and it was an amazing trip, and I had the best pizza of my life.
Just off of the beach there is a short climb up the lava cliff with some gorgeous views.
At the end of the day, both Sophie and I felt we could really spend a little bit more time on the beautiful island of Lanai.
Way too soon, it was time to catch the afternoon ferry back to Maui after a day spent in one of the most beautiful and peaceful places David and Sophie had ever been to. Lanai is definitely worth a return visit. The next morning our two travelers headed up the Maui coast to Lahaina to visit perhaps the world's most unique chocolate factory.
Okay, well, you could say it doesn't sound like that, but I realize, to me, it sounds weird.
Yeah.
So I just assuming it sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
Okay. Now the seeds are what we make chocolate out of. Those seeds are really bitter. If you bit into one of those and you tasted it, you would spit it out. It's that bad. And you would wonder, how do you make chocolate out of that? Pounds of stainless steel ball bearings in it. When the tempered chocolate crystallizes and it solidifies, if it's properly tempered, you should not see chocolate in there. There's 7, there's 21, 28.
Wow, how quiet is that?
That's how we wrap the bars that go into a box like this. That has all of the information printed on it necessary to sell it. Now the smaller squares go to many configurations.
Lahaina was devastated by wildfires in 2023 and is slowly recovering. After visiting the chocolate factory, Sophie and David continued up the coast to explore the northern part of Maui.
So this is upcountry Maui. We're at the Harold Rice picnic area and pulled in here because you get a good view of not only the Kihei side that you're looking at here, but then you also have the other side across what they call the isthmus, the narrowing between the two mountain ranges. On the right side, down where the waves are breaking, you can see a town. That's Kahului, I believe. That's where the cruise ships come in. It's a little rougher water over there. Pukepa Park is down to the right. The Hana Highway, if you're going clockwise, is down to the right. But again, This is just a gorgeous view. It's a little surprising how quickly you actually gain elevation here.
After touring the area around Lahaina on the northwest side of Maui, David and Sophie's curiosity turned to the southwest coast far from the crowds of the resort areas. It turned out to be dramatically different but equally beautiful in its majestic and rugged isolation.
Driving the southwest coast of Maui was spectacular, and the day that we did it, we saw maybe 5 or 6 cars the whole day.
Such a beautiful drive along the southwest coast, Sophie and David felt the urge to get back out and in the water. And what better way than with clear bottom kayaks and a little more snorkeling?
How buoyant it would make them, so now they can wedge
day playing in the water, the sun set on just another day in paradise. Plans for Sophie and David's final day on Maui included a leisurely stroll around Paia and then a luau. What could be more Hawaiian?
The town of Paia is beautiful, small, lots of quaint shops, but it can get very crowded. Still, the day we were there, it wasn't that bad. And as far as the luau, this being Sophie's first trip to Maui, why wouldn't we go?